My name is Ken Lippold, and my wife and I just moved to Los Angeles, California, a little over a year ago to plant a church just north of downtown. We came to Los Angeles after living overseas in Liverpool, England for 7 years, where I was co-pastoring a church there. Converge Southwest was really important to us. I already knew Bruce and Bill a little bit, and when I mentioned to them that we were thinking about coming to Southern California, they got so excited about my wife and I coming, and they were over the moon excited about the possibility of Converge planting a church in Los Angeles. What they told me was this would be the first church plant in LA City proper in well over a decade, maybe more. And they were really excited about the prospect of us coming and wanted to get behind us. We don't want to just start one church. The vision is that over time we'd see a whole network of churches planted across Los Angeles. And so, yeah, we're starting with one, but we've already got someone on our team who we've identified. He'll be the next church planter in Los Angeles, and we want to just keep doing that. God has blessed us in so many ways since we moved here, and He's used Converge primarily to do that. One of the big things is with funding. Actually, when we landed in Los Angeles, we got here right in the middle of COVID. We couldn't come and do any of the pre-work to try and raise money. We just showed up without any funding at all. And what Bruce did was he actually pulled together a bunch of just online meetings where he and Bill just introduced myself and what we're doing in LA and said, I think you guys should get behind this. And I just started getting emails and phone calls from Converge churches here in Southern California saying, hey, how can we get behind you? The group of churches that got behind us right away was the LA North lead team. And those guys, they're the ones that called me first and emailed first and said, hey, how can we help? What can we do to get behind you? One of the first things that happened was Community Life Church in La Crescenta. They said, hey, you need a place to meet? Come use our patio during COVID when you can't meet indoors. Chino Hills Community Church said, hey, we've just got a little bit of money that we want to support you guys and encourage you with. So they actually gave us the first few dollars towards our church plant, and that was incredibly encouraging. They bought us a tent when we needed to move into a more permanent location to meet outdoors. Camarillo Community Church, they raised about $40,000 for us over the course of a month. That was amazing. I've never seen anything like that before. I think one of the biggest challenges that we face right now is how do we communicate the gospel by staying faithful to the historic truths of the gospel, but communicate it in a way that makes sense, both to Christians who are sort of disenfranchised and disconnected to the church, but also primarily to non-Christians who just don't really see any relevance in Christianity or the gospel. So I think our biggest challenge is being able to communicate that, but not just being able to communicate it from the front, but all of our core team and all of our church members being able to do that as well with their friends and neighbors and coworkers. I just want to say thank you to Converge Southwest, to Bruce for his leadership, Bill for his mentoring through this, but also to the Converge Southwest pastors. It really is about the pastors of these churches that have come alongside of us. And I get phone calls from pastors within the LA North team, and they'll just call me and say, hey, we heard this need. We're going to meet that for you. We'll send you what you need. And that has just been an incredible amount of support that we've gotten from Converge Southwest.